It's MistaJam and Capital Dance, and right now I am joined by three of the people behind this week's Jam Hot Record of the Week. And what a sight for sore eyes this trio are. Gavin, Duval and Luke, a.k.a. Disciples, are in the building!
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen all three of you together.
Oh, man, same.
That's it.
It's been a minute. It's good to be back, though.
Yeah.
To be back.
It's good to see you back. It's good to hear new music from you. And it's also good to see that you've all brought something from what you were doing outside of Disciples back to Disciples. It's like you all went on a mission to go and find new things to bring to the group. Is that the truth? Is that what happened, Luke?
That's it. We went to the temple and learnt.
That was a good way of putting it.
We went to the temple, we learnt. Some of us went to the mountains, some of us went to the jungle, some of us went to Ibiza, just about come back. But, we've all lived and learnt and come back stronger, bigger, better.
Yes. The Sonics, I can hear the evolution. I can hear what you've kind of picked up while you were away. And this new record, I mean, 3 years since Catch My Love with Noiser and Moya?
3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
2021.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's very few acts within our world that can take 3 years off and then come back as strong as you guys have done.
Yeah, we realised that we're stronger together, even though I hate these people.
You love us, really.
Yeah.
Duval, you can't say that. You can't say that.
no,
Although
no.
you can because these are your brothers.
Yeah, they're my brothers. That's it. We're like Luke was saying earlier. Like we're not work colleagues. We're brothers. So I was taking time off. It was, people would be like, oh, they just took a hiatus and they're going to come back and stuff. It wasn't just like that. Like we just had enough. And we were in a place where, like, you know what, we need to do our own thing before we actually kill each other because this thing ain't for the faint-hearted. We've been together more than 12 years, in and out of each other's pockets. It's been crazy. So it got to a point where if we don't take a minute for ourselves, this thing could break.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think we did that at the right time. But it's mad because all throughout those 3 years, we all still like link up with each other, have a good time, have a few drinks, have some food. So it was never like, oh, never see each other again. Just the making music part and being on road and doing all that kind of stuff. It nearly take a back seat before it broke. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it also kind of feels like you needed to rediscover your relationship as friends first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because when you are in a group, like you say, you're living in each other's pockets. You're making music all the time. You're in the studio. You're trying to write stuff. You also, I know the way that the game works. It's that last record hit this peak, so this next record has to hit higher.
Yeah.
That's so much pressure.
It is. Yeah, it's a whole lot of pressure. And I think we kind of did fall into that, to be fair, where we're trying to recreate situations that, where we did get to those peaks, and that can kind of jade your view of what's expected from you. And that can drain creativity. So I think, of course, we maybe we might have fallen out at times, but we're brothers. But I think what's also important is that making sure that we're bringing what we need to bring to the table. And that can sometimes mean going off and doing what you need to do to re-energize yourself to then come back together. And how did you guys describe it? The Transformers or the Avengers?
It's Avengers, yeah.
When the Avengers assemble, it's different. Going back to what Deval said earlier, it's like when we hold hands, the music in the studio, we can get in and do one of one, and it's just magic. Like we will hit a brick wall when we're not with each other. But as soon as we come together, bam, we've been in the studio, 8 months now, undercover.
Wow.
And we've got about
Got an album.
Yeah, got about a solid album, but we could go forever, because we're together and every track is just like solid, and then you're like, no, don't want to put that out anymore because it just gets better and better and better.
How did you know that this song was the right song to kind of launch Disciples 3.0? Because this isn't 2.0. We've already had 2.0.
That's true. The first thing was, do we all love it? And that was a unanimous decision. We definitely all did. And then it was like, well, how do we push what we've already done further? We could go back to our old sound. We could keep the old bass lines and there'll be no progression. But then that's not who we are. Like, we've progressed musically and we've progressed as individuals as well, in life as well. So we thought, what would be a great comeback record? And as we played this, as we made it and as we were building it, it just felt like such a uplifting, anthemic, faster than our normal tempo kind of record. That's like, you know what, let's come back with a bang and make people kind of remember these kids are back there. Well, not so much kids anymore.
No, you're still kids. Trust me. Trust me. There's a lot of people in our industry that are a lot older than us. I say that, and I'm a lot older than you. But you've got to talk to me about working with Delilah. How did you convince Delilah to come back to music? She has got she's one of my favourite artists from the UK.
Yeah.
She's got one of the most iconic voices. How did you get her back to music?
It was hard work. It was hard work. Obviously, everyone knows Delilah from her hits with Chase and Status, and even before that. But I came across her on Instagram, and it didn't show any of her music online, just the old records and just her living life. And I DM'd her like, hey, what are you doing now? Like, what's the next chapter, etc., etc. She said, live in the countryside now, I'm chilled, I'm cool. I will do music if it presents itself in the right way. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
2 years later, I was still like, hey, what's going on? Do you still want to do this track?
He means as well. 2 years.
Yeah, it took a while. It took a while, but then she came in the studio.
Do you know what? No, he's missing out a big part, massive part.
Duval fill us in.
So Luke spent a best part of 18 months trying to get Delilah in the studio with us, and he did really well. Like day after day, messages, voice notes. Finally, we get her down in the studio. We got a date. It's locked in. Fantastic. Guess who decides to go on holiday? Luke.
Oh, Luke!
I spent 2 years. I needed some time off.
You
Was
needed
it
a
worth
break
it?
at that
I
point.
needed some time off. But you know what I done? I FaceTime while I was on the beach to check in if everyone was safe and sound, that everyone's working right.
He had a pina colada in his hand,
Had a
his
pina
his
colada.
chest out
Yeah.
on a sun lounger. Saying, is everyone all right, yeah?
So I saw recently that you put up a video asking your fans to help you upgrade your rider. It's your recent show with Calvin at Ushuaia.
Yep.
One of the top comments was baked beans. What did you go for in the end?
Oh, well, do you want to get down to it?
Yeah, we went for raw eggs. And I drank them as well, just before going on stage.
That's it.
Gavin, did he, or is he lying?
He actually did.
I did.
Oh, why are you doing
I
that?
don't know.
It's actually good for you. It's protein.
I heard, but you know all the hype and everyone's around you going, yeah, drink it, drink. I felt like I was in school again.
And you were on your second tequila by that point. as well, so it was easier to accept it.
What is something that's always on your rider, though? What does a disciple's rider look like these days?
Turmeric and ginger shots. So we have the sort of health side of things. Sometimes, we might have it on the rider. We might not always drink it.
Jam, you know what's mad? We have, fruit platter, ginger shots and all that, and then all the alcohol. I think we just like to look at it as we drink.
Nah,
You
we
know what
don't.
it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? When you look at our rider,
Yeah.
you can tell who we are as people. You know, that's Gavin, that's Devout, that's Luke.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
And how was it at Ushuaia playing with Calvin Harris? These Friday nights that he's been doing are looking spectacular.
Massive.
Madness.
Massive,
Yeah,
massive.
killing it, man. We did it a few times, like last
we've
year
done-
before.
Yeah.
We've done it a few times at Ushuaia. We've done it before COVID as well. And we was with him in Pasha as well.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
he started his residency, we've been doing it for a long time with Calvin, since
Yeah.
about 2017.
And he's just getting stronger and stronger. And you know what I think about Calv? Like, yeah, he's the biggest DJ in the world and all that, but like musically, if you think about original records and like stuff that's coming from the ground up and not really, worry too much about sampling this, sampling that, and just figuring out what the great song is, and he's become, huge off the back of that. As a producer and as a songwriter, that is one of the biggest inspirations for me. Like being able to be at his level and consistently hit time after time after time, and then give a crew like us such love that he does over a period of time. Do you know what I mean? Like it's been like almost 9 years, 10 years since How Deep, and he's still messing with us, So yeah, hats off to Calv.
And he was one of the reasons we got back together as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We went to
Did he do the Blues Brothers and I'm putting the band back together?
No, Jam. Honestly, like Calvin literally put us together. At his wedding last year, we was there all together, of course, and he came up to us and he was like, "Boys, what's going on? What's actually going on? You're missed. You're the best group out there. What is going on?" And then we looked at each other like, "Yeah, we're just trying our solo thing. We're just trying to do a little thing, live life a little bit." But when we got back to the tent, we all spoke like, "Well, guys, what are we actually doing? We are the best with chest."
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that really hit us that day because we've got such an inspiration waiting to hear what we do. And that's amazing. So
We didn't think he cared that much. Like for us.
No,
to get
Calvin
back-
cares.
Yeah.
He cares. He cares. He really, really cares about music. He cares
Yeah,
about good music. He cares about sonics. He cares about songs, and he cares about people that he cares about.
he cares, 100%. And when that touched us a lot because we thought we've got the Ronaldo, the Messi of the dance world, of the music world. There's not many people apart from him and Drake that hit that hard every time they release. So we had to take that energy and go away, and that's when we've been in 8 months solid, and
Yeah.
today's the day, baby.
Yes! What's happening next? Because you say that you've been in the studio for 8 months. I assume there's going to be a lot of music. Am I right in assuming that?
100%. We're only here for the music.
Yeah.
There's no fugazi. There's no, we're back for one single. This time we're in it for the thick and the thin. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
We're in
we
it.
held off of doing like loads of shows as well because I think we wanted to kind of release some new music and see where that takes us because we want to develop from where we were rather than doing the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Especially like live wise, show wise, musically as well. So what we've been making over the last 8 months is quite like an array of music. It's not all the same stuff, but it all comes from us as individual producers coming together. Yeah. So, Phil's got a job on his hand trying to figure out what the next record is going to be and and how that's going to fit into the grand scheme of things,
That sounds like a manager's job. What about collabs? Is there anybody else that you've managed to coax out of retirement that you can maybe give us a little hint about?
You know what? We've got a girl that we really, really, really love.
Bringing through new talent.
New talent.
Yeah.
I love
New
this.
talent. She's absolutely incredible. When you guys hear this record, what we've done as well, I can't give you too much.
Okay.
But her name is Hailey. And she is absolutely phenomenal. She's from a background that can run from Ayastar and Thames, etc. So we wanted to gauge both worlds. The Afro world with the house world. It's never been done before. You could have thought you would have got a black coffee in Thames by now or something, but we've done it. I think we've got it in the pocket.
Yeah,
and when you hear this girl Hailey, her voice is unbelievable.
Yeah,
and what we've done, and we've mixed a
You see how
little.
excited I am?
I'm gassed. I want to hear it now.
I want to hear the tune again.
I don't think I've heard this.
Yeah. We mixed a little 90s essence with Hailey's current style and jam. We'll play it. We'll play it to you after.
I'm
You
ready.
can hear it. You
I'm
can
ready.
hear it.
I'm ready.
We'll give you a sneak peek.
Well, listen, please, can we make sure that it's not 3 years until you guys are back in?
We can. We can definitely.
Is that a guarantee? Is that a Gavin guarantee?
It's a I'll sign something.
It's a Gavin T.
In blur, baby.